Okay, greetings Patriots, Starseeds Lightworkers, and of course our very brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in a worldwide galactic revolution. Now today, I had just completed a 2.5 day road trip, actually about a 2-day road trip, and I took my time because the old girl here was overheating, and I did a little bit of sunbathing on top of Selmo Summit, which was not very often. You can get up to that height, up to the top of the mountains in British Columbia, and actually pull over to a rest area, get out and, lay out your lawn chair and sit there and bask in the sun. I do have a video of it. It was a lot of fun, but I put it on my other phone, and of course I gotta transfer it all over. Anyways, I'm back in the East Kootenays now, and I want to thank all my tribal family in the Lower Mainland for such a warm welcome and nice, great hospitality. You're truly wonderful people, and you are the tip of the sword, the love and the light of our world to come. And and I'm starting to see that all around the world. This summer has been a really wild ride for me. It started when my daughter went, told me she was going to Istanbul to try out for international modeling, and I, did a complete somersault there and said, well, you can't go without me. I got to see what's going on. So I went with her, and then of course we went through Germany and Istanbul. It was a beautiful, Istanbul turned out to be one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. And of course, and the people are great too. And then of course, from there, she left after a very successful contract deal and whatever. She left for Egypt, and she's doing very, very well up there. I went to, from there I flew out right over Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan, and I flew right across to Thailand, and I did a stopover in Thailand for a day or two just to rest, and then of course I jumped the plane again and went into the Philippines, and I stayed there for a while with my family. And of course then the thing is about the Philippines now is that you can stay there, you're allowed 30 days in to stay there for nothing without getting charged. And, if you want to go to the immigration, there's lots of immigrations around there. You have to go pay another 3,000 pesos, which is $72 Canadian, to stay another 30 days. That's not too bad, but do not, and I mean do not stay one day over, because they will tag you at the airport through immigration. They will not stamp your passport until you go over to the cashier and pay them another 5,000 pesos because you're of an overstay. It's corrupt, very corrupt, and they will not do too much harm for the other people, but the whiteys, they just hammer us because they think we're synonymous with money. So that's kind of where I stand with it. I think the Philippines is some of the worst airports, or is the worst airport. Terminal 1, 2, and 3, they're the worst in the world. There's no accommodation of anything. It's a freaking nightmare. But once you get into the country, it's a beautiful country. So, anyways, I had a good trip this summer, and now I'm finally back in the East Kootenays. And I had a long visit in Vancouver, and I got to know and see Vancouver another 25 or 30 years later when I left. And to go back to see Vancouver was, it was kind of a shock, and but it was expected. I was expecting to see, the 10,000 homeless that are up and down Hastings and East Hastings, and of course all the roads that branch off of there are full of the homeless as well. It's a infestation down there. But we have in the smaller towns, we have that that bullshit going on too, but it's not as bad. When you start seeing cops on Hastings dealing drugs right out of their car to the homeless, because they seize drugs, I guess, and then they try to, I don't know what was going on there. I can't even say, but and I can't verify it or anything else, but there's some pretty shady shit going on down there. And I'm not going to point my finger in any and say, you know, he did this and he did that. Well, I don't know for sure, but, you know, that's all I needed to see, you know, just to get my, viewpoint of it. Now, let's get on to some more important stuff. We right now, we are witnessing Trump, trumping England. He's basically telling the monarchy, to get out of the way, go pack your shit, you're leaving, and, you know, I'm the king of the, I wouldn't even call him a king. I think he's the financial, ambassador, that has the financial power. Okay. He has the, not just the financial power, but he has the military power to take out all the cabal in every country that he wants to put a target on. Any country. And he's proven it. And this is what I'm seeing with Trump right now. Every country that he goes to, it's not there for a visit. He's returning to the scene of the crime and basically reading them the riot act to say, get out of the way. And what I'm seeing now is the final takedown, because you're having a lot of finger pointing and a lot of people starting to direct their anger towards Israel. And you know, what they think is, because it all has to be, everybody has to be showing this, right? And this last incident, you know, that was, you know, the shot that was heard around the world has reverberated so significantly into the minds of the masses, the minds of the people, saying, how could people do the things that they did just for a person that wanted to resonate and, you know, and was being killed for just having his own opinion, and doing it in a very constructive way. He seemed to have a very good connection, and he was loved by millions of people. And, you know, this last thing, I just seen this afternoon with Arnold Schwarzenegger being, you know, as far left as he is. And, you know, Ashkenazi, you know, maybe not, I don't know. But, what he said, kind of reverberated in the community. And he was even actually stunned. Why could anybody, or how could anybody, you know, snuff out a person's life for just trying to counteract and you know, just connect with other people with different opinions. He couldn't believe it, and he's still stunned. And I think as you see the days go by, all this anger, I guess, and resentment and, you know, finger pointing will probably be towards Israel. And what did Trump say? He's going to leave Israel for the last. And that's basically how this is happening. He's letting them hang themselves. You know, him being around England right now, and I don't think it's the real Trump that's over there. I think it's a 2.0, because William, you know, the kid that I witnessed being born by Diana back in the day, he's now 6'3", and Trump was significantly shorter than him, and Trump is supposed to be 6'3", so that was a fake Trump that's over there right now. But you know, when he said, you know, Netanyahu fucked me good and stuff like that, then we all know that he's now that character, Trump character, is being controlled by the white hats, and this is just more exposure. Bringing everything to light. And I don't want to get into the fine print of it. I feel that, you know, my followers and tribe and patriots and freedom fighters are smart enough to read between the lines of basically what's going on there without getting me in trouble. They see how this is all coming to an head. And, there's a lot of talk about what's going on with the Israel, country of Israel, the state of Israel right now, and how it's being exposed, and the exposure itself should bring it down. People have been asking me, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Well, we can see how things are going to happen. There is some things that are happening on the stock market, and if certain numbers, in corporations, increase their points, and then other corporations decrease their rates, this is basically becoming a perfect storm for the major crash. And like I had said before about people that own houses and land and stuff like that, you have been living in a inflated bubble for years and years. You bought the house maybe back in 85 or 1990 for, 75, 85, 90, 100 grand, 120 grand. And now it's, you want to try to get 500 grand for it, or, 525 or even 600,000. You know what? You've got all this equity into it. If that's the case, dump it, take the haircut. If everybody else is selling at 550, you sell at 500,000 and get out of it. Because in the end, when not just the stock market's going to crash, and I'm going to get that, and I got enough time left for that, but the housing market is going to crash as well. There's 7 million homes in Florida alone that are empty, sitting empty. And the snowbirds that are from Canada have no clue about it, and they're booking, their winter getaways down there like everything's normal. There's nothing normal about this. You got 7 million homes that are sitting there empty, and yards not even being cut. It's a complete exodus of any type of properties that were at one time worth something but are not now, because North America and Europe have always been living in a bubble, overinflated pricing on everything. Now, this is not just going to be that. You can see how things are starting to rearrange itself. First, it's going to be now, if the stock market moves in the alignment and continues on the trajectory that it's doing now, the crash is coming. And it's going to be a serious crash, right? Because it's not going to be anything that they're going to put lightly, because there's nothing there to hold it up or basically back it up anymore, okay? So if you're in that particular situation of being in the stock market or having any type of real estate, you got to put it in reverse and back out of it. The stock market, if you got a little stocks or whatever, you can short them out and then hammer it, make a few bucks on it, because it is going down in certain pods. I mean, if you want to invest in things, if you feel like you need to invest in silver mines, the penny stocks and stuff like that, look for them, and you're not going to lose any money on that. There's I don't even know. I don't play the stock market, never have. But you're going to see in the coming days the stock market and the real estate bust. What's coming first? I believe it'll be the stock market, because that's up in your face and ready to be dumped at any time. And then after that, once that happens, then if the banks start shutting down because of the stock market crash, then that means that the real estate housing market will crash as well. And this is all being driven by the Patriot military, Earth Alliance, because they have to burn it all down to get it started all up again. Trump, we just have to basically sit back and witness these coming events. There's no shortage of news out there. There is no shortage of, I don't know what's going on in the mainstream. Haven't watched it in years, don't have a clue, but there is enough. If people would just get on these social medias and, start interacting and connecting with, and resonating with, some of the truthers that are out there. I personally love Michael Jaco about everything that's going on there. He's been around for a long time, not just in the CIA, but as a SEAL too. So if you want to talk, on the military end of it, you can go to him, or you can go to Sarge. Icons 2020 are two excellent sources to get all your dogma out of that. And of course, General McGregor. Now, and of course, Derek Johnson. Okay. If you want financing, John Dowling, Nick Viniaman, Mark Z, even Dr. Kaya Pruitt. Very exciting stuff right now that's going on. There's no shortage of people. All right. So hang in there, folks. We're just about home. And, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride. And, I want everybody to, stay free and be happy. Okay. Bye for now.